Okay, so the tricky part about modeling a driveway is that it's gonna kind of slope down. Um, we have this curve going on, and it kind of ramps up with the terrain. It's doing a lot of stuff here, and we don't want to just be like this kind of simple, just angled up driveway. That's not the way it would work in the real world, right? And so that's like something that'll kill the image. If you just model anything that just doesn't look real, it just completely destroys the image. So we want to take special care with the driveway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude that plane all the way down below, and then we're going to use our tools on surface to kind of fill in the grade where we want it and to create a closed loop of edges. And then we're going to use the soap skin bubble to fill it in. All right, let's get to it. All right, so like I mentioned, I need to pull this entire piece down. All right, so inside of here, I'm going to use my push-pull tool, and we'll just pull it straight down. You can just exaggerate it. You could snap here. It doesn't matter, but you could just exaggerate it like that. And I think what I'm going to do is, one, I'm going to sample this concrete, hold shift, and paint everything in here. Two, I'm going to triple click and then right click and choose delete coplanar edges. And then anything that's left, I'm going to use my eraser tool and soften it up. And that just kind of makes a nice clean piece of geometry that I can work with. All right, so now what I need to do is look at, like, how do I want this driveway to behave? It's gonna come over here and then slope down somehow and get to this point right here. All right, so that's where our driveway kind of meets the sidewalk. And I'm not gonna get into modeling like a curb cut and all that. That's probably detail that I just don't need. And if it doesn't look right, we'll see how it turns out in Lumion and how critical this is, and maybe we'll decide to model the curb cut. But right now, that's not going to be primary. We're going to just go, make the grade negotiate from here to here. And what do we want our driveway to look like? So, I can tell you that, like, this side over here, we would definitely want to be flat over to here at least. And so then maybe I would just use my line tool. So yeah, we're not going to use, I don't think we're going to use tools on surface just yet. We'll do this. And so this is where, do you want it to go like a straight down grade, like nice and even like that? And then you want to like snap it there. All right, let's just kind of make sure that we've divided those surfaces. All right, so that's like this, perfectly clean angled line. And I left just a little bit of, some room here, and I don't know, maybe it would actually start right there. All right, and then I'll throw that guideline back on, and this is where you can decide, like, how do you want this side of the driveway, the grade, to work? And so I don't know, maybe I'll just say, like, it goes from here to here. All right, and let's check what happened. All right, so now we've divided that edge. All right, and so that's all in good shape. And then what I need is I need this line. Let's see if we can just intersect with model and see if we get what we need. And we did. All right, so I just intersected with the model. So I just like right clicked and choose intersect faces with model, and that draws in these lines for me. All right, so now the piece that I need is going to be, and I'm going to use my Sketch UV selection tool. It goes from here to here, and then it turns around onto this curve, and then it goes up like that, and then kind of circles back around. And if I hit enter, my selection is complete. Now, watch this. I'm going to hold shift with my select tool and invert my selection and hit delete. So I just cleared everything that's not needed. All right, so that's the only piece that I need right there. That's like the soap skin surface that I'm going to create. All right, so watch this. All I do is go up to my soap skin bubble, and for this driveway, it's set to 10 divisions. That's probably fine. We could do, let's just keep it at 10. Let's go 15 and hit enter, and there it kind of floats it all in. Now, there's a few things about this that aren't great. It's this kind of dip that's happening. All right, so let's use the soap skin again. And this time, so now that I've created my soap skin bubble, I can, or I'm sorry, I've generated my soap skin, I can generate a soap skin bubble. And so you can see down here in the bottom right corner, I'm getting my pressure. And then I know that because I'm seeing like the back side of the surface, I am gonna have to do like a negative pressure. Watch what happens if I just type 100, enter. Whoa, it just blew up this bubble, all right? How cool is that? Now, I can still modify my pressure. So I know that I need to go like minus 25. Nope, so maybe minus 5, like that. And just get a bit of a balloon to it going on. So like -1, -2, -3, and just getting it to kind of not do that like drooping thing. And I think that that looks pretty good. So I think we're good there. This got just a little strange right there, but we're not going to worry about it. All right, so there's my soap skin bubble. And once you're satisfied with what you've got, then it's time to just explode it. I'm going to reverse my faces. My keyboard shortcut's Control R. I want the white side of the surface kind of facing out. Then I would go down here and we would soften these edges like that. All right. And so we're good there. So you can see it like meets perfectly with my street. So that's pretty nice. All right. I like it. All right, but I also want to have a thickness to this. All right, so this driveway needs to have a thickness. So in order to create a thickness on here, we're going to use our, what is it? It's called a Fredo joint push pull. All right, so joint push pull, that's another freebie. That one I think is on, I think that one's at Sketchucation. Now, this plugin is made for this job right here. And I found that the vector push pull is really the most valuable part of this tool, for me at least. All right, so activate vector push pull, click once, and it allows you to like extrude this surface, say down by 6 inches, like that. And now, if I hide the rest of my model, look at that. It's just a nice, clean slab of concrete. And then I could even like sample this and hold shift, add that concrete texture to it. Yeah, and I might even look at like doing I wish I had saved this piece of driveway. I can recreate it very easily, but I might divide it up. One thing that bugs me about driveways is that they never look like this. They always have those, control joints, saw cuts on them. So I think that we could probably do something pretty cool with, kind of chopping it up, and then I don't know if I use the joint push pull. I'd probably just drape another surface and paint it just so there's a little bit of a line work happening. But maybe we'll get to that later when we get into Lumion and we're really refining the details. All right, so we're in pretty good shape here. We've got our driveway and our patio modeled. They're positioned in place. Like I said, it's always a good idea to get those either the flat surfaces, the ones that are going to be level, get them located, and then something important like the driveway, we want to get that built first before you go in and start patching in all of your additional terrain, which is exactly what we're going to do right now. If you like this video, click the BD button to subscribe to our channel. Every week we post new videos covering SketchUp, Layout, Lumion, and our Condoc Tools extension. If you are a professional architect or interior designer, you're going to love our tutorials.